I am a detective inspector on the Orange Angeles Metro Police Department of the Baja District. I am 0.35% foxhound, and my parents named me Jerri West.
I was enjoying my morning food, a green and it's sweet, when my life changed forever. I was in the cave with the hard ground and the hard vines all around me. I had tried to break the vines before and move them, but I was too weak. I tried each day, but I could not move them like the second could. I would have thought that he would challenge me, but he never did. He was hairless, like most of the others. The second came into the cave with others. They all smelled of fear. The second named himself Mombosa. A new other spoke.
So, is this your wife, Major? I mean no disrespect to the gorilla. Captain Tigon had sent me to track down this endangered animal broker, Major Mombosa of the Malinese Air Force. I had tracked him to this small hacienda just south of Tijuana. His goons, a sergeant, and a private trapped me in Box Canyon. Major Mombosa mewed.
"No, Ms. West, but this silverback will soon be your husband."
This new one had some hair, although I think it was his own skin, not someone else's. He was pale and long and smelled like rain.
I thought furiously about my animal behavior training. Apes and dogs were similar, only threatening when threatened. Odd that I thought of it that way. They had stripped me naked, and my forearms and shins were tied tightly together with a strong hemp rope. The Major laughed at me and said,
"I think that you'll be surprised by this, Ms. West. It's female gorilla extract. Our friend in the cage won't be able to distinguish you from his mate."
The two guards smirked and held me over a desk. The Major began to sprinkle the fluid over my back. I jerked upright and away from the desk. The fluid splashed over the three men. The guard hit me in the back of the head.
Females. The others were females. Now I could understand their custom. They brought me food until they were in season. Now as the one, I had my own duty to perform. I could feel my loins swell with lust. Mombosa laughed and chuckled.
"Enjoy your honeymoon, Ms. West. It appears your husband is waiting. Take her into the cage."
The two guards grabbed my arms and dragged me through the cage door, then slammed it shut and replaced the bar in the latch. I noticed the latch and realized that if I could get my hands free, it would be simple to exit the cage. But at the moment, I had to worry about the very large and amorous gorilla. I watched as the large ape leaned heavily upon his outstretched hands. Its nostrils flared. "Of course, smell," I said quietly. I began to urinate upon the rope around my shins. I rolled in the small puddle until I was satisfied that I stunk appropriately. Then I crouched facing the gorilla and held my arms out toward it.
The females had put the new other in the cave. She was not in heat, so was of no interest. She was tangled in a vine and looked at me. I thought she might challenge, but she averted her eyes and held her arms foolishly. I took pity on her, as the females had obviously sent her to challenge me, and I was 4 times her strength. I broke the vines around her arms, and she tried to untangle herself from the vine at her feet. She'd kept her eyes down and teeth covered, so I knew she was no threat. She walked upright and didn't use her arms. That had to make her slow, but she moved the hard vines and let me through.
I found my clothes and quickly dressed. As I'd surmised, the giant gorilla, though mild-mannered, would be concentrating on the female scent that still lingered on the 2 guards and the corpulent Major. A quick scream followed by a muffled grunt, as the first guard received the conjugal attentions of the bull Silverback, and then a thwack as the second guard attacked the otherwise consumed attention of the gorilla, brought about his own timely demise. Then the sigh of satisfaction from the giant ape. I was preparing to leave when I heard the flushing sound from the bathroom. The ape, having started down the hallway, stopped and sniffed, then turned and went through the door marked Men. As I closed the exterior door, I heard the Major's screams. "Happy honeymoon, Major," I muttered.
I beat my chest. My female cowered in the corner of the cave. Her scent filled my nose. Unlike the other one, she'd removed her skins and cowered there, with her backside waiting feverishly. I performed my duty until I could no longer stand, and my dear Mombosa was passed out on the floor.
Major Mombosa, self-betrayal, endangered treasures in his affair. Forever's whisper in the dark of night, loving hearts beat with pure fright. Jerri West, she rides the desert bold. Secrets of the wild she's been told. Hunting truth in shadows where they play. Her heart beats stronger every dawning day. Jerri West, she rides the desert bold. Secrets of the wild she's been told. Hunting truth in shadows where they play. Her heart beats stronger every dawning day. The apes they dance on the moonlit sky, rejoicing as they let their spirits fly. With arms open wide they embrace the day, loving everyone in a joyful way. Smuggled dreams in a world gone cold. Jerri West, with a mission fierce and bold. Behind the bars, their freedom she brings. In the heart of Africa, a new song sings. Smuggled dreams in a world gone cold. Jerri West, with a mission fierce and bold. Behind the bars, their freedom she brings. In the heart of Africa, a new song sings. Major Mombosa, he hides in shame as the light of justice calls his name. Jerri West has freed the ones he claimed, and now the desert is never the same. Gorilla spirits singing loud and clear. Nature's echo breaking every fear. Under the sky